Press record. As you guys know, today is a free giveaway. So the terms and conditions to pretty much enter the giveaway, I'm not too sure any of you have, but there are only four people at the moment that have officially done it. If I just go over to, I'll move this over here. Now look, the free giveaway for tonight's free live masterclass, I'll be giving away $100 for free for anyone who follows these steps. Subscribe and like the new free course, this video right here. Drop a comment on the video so I know who you are. Join tonight's free live masterclass session. So there's about four people on right now. We're just waiting for a few more people to come in, and then tell me why, or tell me what would $100 do for you right now in a sense. So if I go into this video, welcome. So this free course that I just dropped, pretty much the only video you need in 2025. And we had about So we had one, two, three, four, five comments in here. Let's go. Anyone in this chat right now, or anyone on this live that has commented on this video? Anyone? You also? Which one's yours? Would you guys be able to pop 685? Sweet. So that's you. I can see. J takes. Okay, sweet. So there's two people in there right now. I think we're waiting for one, two, three. So we have two people right here that potentially could win. Is anyone else? Anyone that is in this masterclass right now, you guys can go comment on this and you guys can enter as well. So this is the free course. All you guys need to do is like the video, subscribe, and comment, and then you guys pretty much entered. And then all you need to do is pretty much tell me what $100 would do for you right now in a sense. Does that sound good so far, guys? Is that something we could do? Welcome. It could load. I think it's loading. Yes, sir. Welcome to the most in-depth free high tickets. Yes, sir. One, two, wait, two, four, six, 10. Let me just go another comment. Someone else may have just commented on there. I just can't see it. All right, cool. So who I have right now, um, got you, Jay, and I got seven, which is Jay Taasi, Taaki. Is that how you say it, or am I pronouncing that wrong? Like a plastic. You know what I'm talking about, though. You know what I'm talking about. So we got seven and we got Jay. We got two people who are pretty much locked in. Just commented. Okay, cool. Um, I just can't see that one at the moment. Let me go by newest to first. There we go. Let's go. So we got C, we got Seven's iPhone, and we got J. So we got three people in here pretty much locked in to potentially win that $100. Cool. Now we'll go into our session. Well, now I pretty much want to start off this. What made you guys join tonight? What made you want to, 8 p.m. on a Monday night? Okay, probably clocking off work or, coming to the end of the day. What made you guys want to join tonight? Like, I just want to know your guys' feedback so I know how to kind of run these sessions. Let me see if you guys can unmute or you can just text. I missed your last masterclass. I came in late. Okay, cool. The feeling of missing out. 100%, bro. So we've got Jay, but in all honesty, I'm sick of this 9 to 5. For sure. I know what you mean. I know exactly where you're coming from. And pretty much at the beginning of all of these sessions, bro, I talk about my story first. And then I go in depth about why this is pretty much so important, right? About being someone of value, not someone that's getting paid by the hour. You know what I mean? Okay. I was scrolling through IG, I saw your for you just getting into it. Okay, cool. To learn about how to make money. Cool. Perfect. I know we just had someone just join iPhone. Um, Pretty much what we're talking about right now is like what made you join tonight? I know you just joined in now. But I guess you could maybe introduce yourself, what made you join, and what are you looking forward to on these calls so I can kind of tailor it to you guys. No comment? No comment? Alright, cool. I'm gonna go pretty much in depth about my story now. We'll dive straight into it. But yeah, first and foremost, all glory to God for giving me the strength and clarity to share this journey with you for free. All right, just 1 year ago, I was working in a warehouse, unsure what direction to take. Deep down, I always felt like I was meant for more, but I had no idea where to start. Like I'm sure many of you guys are the exact same, but watching others live the life I dreamed of pushed me to finally take action instead of staying stuck. I guess for you guys watching this right now, do you feel like that's where you guys are at right now? Watching others live the life you dreamed of is like kind of pushing you to finally take action. Yeah? Yep. Yes, sir. Cool. 100%. 100%, right? I guess I've been in your guys' positions before. I'm no different to any of you guys, right? I spent months trying to figure out how to make money online. I kept hitting the same wall and wall. I gave dropshipping a go, didn't work, tried trading, same outcome. But I kept failing because I let my ego convince me I didn't need help, that I could do it all on my own, right? Eventually, I humbled myself. I made a decision that changed everything, right? I invested into learning a skill set and not chasing business models. I'm not chasing trading. I'm not chasing drop shipping. The truth is, even after that, the results didn't come overnight, right? Just seeing you as an islander getting success gets me hyped to keep trying. 100%, bro. All you need is that belief in yourself that you can do it, right? For me, for example, I never seen no islander make money online before. I've only seen Palangis make money. I've only seen white people make money from America. So when I had a belief that I could actually do something, if I had a belief that, why not me? Why can't I be the first person to do it? To show my people it's possible. That's where the true fulfillment comes from. It's showing people that it is possible, showing people that if I can do it, anyone can do it, right? You guys can do it. I mean, that's the whole purpose of it. And this is what these free live masterclass sessions are for, is so you guys can join and, see the truth behind everything, see what goes behind the scenes of everything as well. You know what I mean? So there were moments though, there were moments I felt like quitting, I felt like giving up. Just like anything you try in life, right? It's not always 100%. It's not always going to be rainbows and sunshines, right? But at the end of the day, I realized if I wanted to win, I had to become someone worth listening to, someone with a real knowledge and value to offer. Like, for example, right now, we have people on this free live masterclass listening to me because I'm worth listening to, because I have real knowledge and I can value that, right? You guys are here for a reason. That's the reason why I logged in, right? I learned relentlessly and focused on becoming that person. If we fast forward to today, less than 12 months later, I've built a six-figure online business from that one decision. Building a skill set and not building a business model. Does that make sense so far? Yes? Cool. Now, last week, we went over the power of your why, the power of your vision, and the power of your environment. Your why and your vision is your superpower. Your environment is going to make you unstoppable. If you put that together, you become untouchable, right? Now, your why is why you wake up every single day. Your vision is who you want to become in 3, 6 months, or a year from now. And your environment is what's going to make you unstoppable. The one thing you can control that is the easiest thing to control is your environment. If you're around people who aren't wanting to become better, if you aren't around people who are constantly pushing you every single day, but rather putting you down, you can change that. You can change your environment. And your why and your vision is such a belief thing. So it comes down to creating that superpower, becoming unstoppable with your environment, putting it together and becoming untouchable, right? That might not make a lot of sense, but in my brain, it makes perfect sense, right? Because I wouldn't be here if I didn't have a power of my why. I wouldn't be here if I didn't have the power of my vision. And once I started to change my environment, every single day was nonstop. Every single day, I wanted to keep going because I had a strong why and I had a strong vision. I stuck it out because consistency is the only thing that's really going to matter. Okay. And the reason I say this is because, like I said before, I invested into a skill set and not a business model. A lot of people get that confused, right? This is Reese. Okay. 6 month journey. The other day marked his 20K month, $24,000 AUD in 4 weeks. This was his 6 month journey. And the reason why he's got to that position was his why, his vision, and this community. What do I talk about? Your why, your vision, and your environment. Environment, community, same thing, right? So understand this. 2 months since joining, he saw how much potential, saw how much potential there was. He took the risk, he quit his job, went all in without seeing results, and he didn't see results for weeks, right? So many points of his journey where he got touched, and a lot of boys will vouch for him when he said that if it wasn't for the community, he wouldn't be where he is right now, right? So the main thing for you guys to understand is that you need to be willing to do the work without seeing the results. A lot of people give up after a month because they don't see the results. But that's so silly to me because if you go to the gym 4 months straight and you don't see results, is that a factor of yourself or is that a factor of the gym, right? You got to hold yourself accountable sometimes. You got to consequence yourself sometimes to make you realize that if you don't ever see results, but you're putting in 110%, is it you're the problem or is it the gym's problem? 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, it's you're the problem, right? So you need to be looking at it different. You need to be surrounding yourself with the right people, having a stronger why and having a stronger vision. Does that make sense so far? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cool. This week, we'll go over your identity, your standard, your discipline, right? Your identity is the results. Your results will always match your self-image, right? So what that kind of means is like the results that you're getting, it's a reflection of who you are as a person, right? It's your conviction that you have in yourself. That's the results that you're getting right now. Your standard, set the standard or life will set it for you. Now this is powerful. And a lot of people don't understand how powerful that is. If you guys don't set the standard for you guys self, life will set it for you. You will live life because life is controlling you, you're not controlling your life. Thirdly, discipline. Discipline, right? Discipline is the bridge between your vision and reality. That's all it is. All you guys need is a identity, standards, and discipline. Because this discipline is a bridge between where you are right now and where you want to be. Okay? You need to show up every single day without wanting to feel better, right? And what I mean by this, one day you're going to wake up really happy. The next day, you're not going to wake up really happy. Okay? You still need to show up no matter how you feel. You need to freeform how you feel and stick to the goal and stick to the structure. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people wake up very motivated and they chase the motivation. They chase instant gratification. But discipline is built on delayed gratification. Discipline is built on doing things you that need to be done even though you don't feel like doing it. Okay? Now your identity. Last year, right, I wrote down a big vision. I wanted to leave my warehouse job. I wanted to live on my own terms. I wanted to make 10K a month from home. I wrote all of these big visions and wanted to have this identity about me, right? But none of it mattered if I didn't set the standard for myself. Okay? You must set the standard for yourself so the future of you doesn't have to worry about it. So life doesn't control you and you control your life. This is key. Setting standards for yourself is like setting non-negotiables, right? What I mean by non-negotiable is, let's say you have a pizza, right? And you drop that pizza on the ground. It's non-negotiable. You're not going to eat that pizza, right? For example, if you set a standard for yourself, every single day I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. That is a non-negotiable now, right? You're setting your life up. Life isn't setting you up. Okay? Now, discipline. You already built your vision last week if you're on last week's session. You know who you want to become if you're on last week's session. But that doesn't change. But that person doesn't show up because of motivation. They show up because of discipline. Discipline doing what you said you would long after the mood you said it has left, right? It's daily actions that built the bridge from the person you are to the person you're becoming. Does this all make sense now? Yes. Cool. Perfect. And that's pretty much like what I wanted to talk to you guys about is it's setting these identity for yourself, setting a standard for yourself, and creating discipline, right? Create that identity, create that vision that you want. But remember, none of that matters if you don't have standards. If you don't set standards for yourself like it is setting non-negotiables. If you drop a pizza on the ground, you're probably not going to eat that pizza. Now that's a non-negotiable. If you set a standard for yourself to wake up at 6 a.m. every single morning, that's a non-negotiable now. You're setting that standard, which is going to lead to your discipline, right? Discipline is going to get to where you want. And that's the main thing you guys need to understand. Discipline is all you guys need. It's not motivation. It's not the secret sauce. It's discipline. Does this make sense? Perfect. Perfect. Now, I wanted to make that super quick, super simple, because now we're going to go into the Q&A and the winner of the $100. Do you guys have any questions right now? Because we're about to go into the winner, the free giveaway. Um, the best reason for this Q&A is to tell me why do you feel like you deserve, or what would $100 do for you right now? If you guys could unmute yourself, that would probably be much better. What would $100 do for you right now? And then add a question on top of that as well. Are you guys able to unmute yourselves now? I think you guys should be able to. So the question is like, what would $100 do for you right now? And do you guys have any questions or feedback on tonight's session? Because the last thing in order to win that $100 is to what would that do for you right now? Number one, and then a Q&A on this session in total.
For me, the $100, I'll just like spend it on like food.
Who?
The the session today really helped me a lot. Also taught me about like discipline and stuff.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're getting me motivated.
100%, bro. I mean, motivation is good, bro, but motivation comes and goes, right? So we need to understand that we don't need motivation, we just need a discipline. We just need to show up every day no matter how we feel. You're gonna have days though, like today, for example, I felt like I was gonna win the day, felt super motivated. But tomorrow I could wake up super tired, not wanting to go to the gym, not wanting to put in the work, but it doesn't matter because I still need to get the work done. You know what I mean? That's what we need to build. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess for you, bro, if you win $100, it'll be maybe on food. You took a lot from this free live masterclass. Hope to see you on some other ones as well, bro. But I guess for Jay, for you, bro, or even who else was in this C, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, well, what would $100 do for you guys right now? And do you guys have a question? I'm pretty sure you guys can unmute yourselves as well.
Oh, yo, it looks so good.
Sweet.
I think $100 would, I'm really appreciative of you actually, putting up prize money. For me, I think it'll just go towards um either investments or chuck it in my savings until I find something that I wanna invest in for
Mm,
myself. So that I can go into something that's useful. That'll be like compound interest for me. So
mm,
that's what the $100 will go towards. I think a question that I have for you, bro, is how do you tackle that adversity being a
mm,
poly? Because man, the backlash I see you get on social media is crazy, and it's just sad to see that it's our people.
mm,
Like they're not backing you up. I remember when Devita was on,
mm,
all the negative things they could do. But for me, actually, like I'm appreciative to see brown people do this
mm.
because it then puts the vision that you're wanting to give us is if I can do it and show my people that I can do it, what stops you from doing it yourself? So like how can you juggle it? I think it's a good question for us because if we do commit 100%, we can kind of have a leverage of understanding around it. So now
100%.
take it away, bro. Give us
100%.
your feedback.
I appreciate that question in the first place, and I appreciate you, opening up about that. I guess to answer it, bro, it's simple, right? It's easier to hate and fit in than to stand out of the crowd and stand up for yourself, right? You see a lot of us polys we tend to take life as a joke. That's why a lot of people just joke about, oh, stuff this guy. He's all caca. He's all Kia. He doesn't know what he's talking about, right? Why did they say that? Because it's easy to say that. It's it's not easy to jump on a free live masterclass session and talk about free stuff for absolutely free, give away $100. They can't do that. So they neglect their own insecurities onto you, right? So you got to understand, hate will never come from above. If you're receiving hate, you're receiving backlash from anyone, it's not going to come from above. It's only going to come from people below you or people who envy you. And you need to understand that, right? Because I know for me, when I receive backlash, when I receive it, I'm like, this is good. This goes to show that people got attention on me. There's any intention is good intention. If people are going to have something bad to say, okay, where's this coming from? Is it a reflection of themselves? Is it a reflection of their own insecurities in a sense? And I don't dive too deep into it because I worry about success and my people succeeding, my successes. That's the only thing I need to focus on. Because if I worry about the hate, the backlash, whatever it is, you're going to receive it regardless. A lot of people are scared of that. A lot of people are scared to go through life perfectly. But that's never going to happen, right? You need to understand that you're going to face adversity, but it's how you handle it. The way I handle it is you're never going to receive hate from someone above you, number one. Number two, you're never going to understand that it's easier to hate and fit in than it is to kind of stand up for yourself and stay out of the crowd. So if you want to be that black sheep or that white sheep in a black sheep, whatever it is, you need to embody that person. You need to start becoming that person now, so in the future it doesn't affect you. But that's pretty much to answer your question. And for your what the $100 will do for you, I mean, that's a great goal as well. And just in terms of yourself, compound interest and invest into something later down the track. I mean, that's a really good answer as well, bro.
Appreciate it, docs. Thanks, man.
All good, doggo. Jay, I think you're the last one to kind of talk about what would $100 do for you right now, and just to back it up for question as well, bro.
Oh, yo, thank you. So, it's actually Tonga. She don't remember.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yo, so $100 will normally help me, especially with the saving and that,
Yeah.
especially to start the whole thing, and
Mm,
also go toward like giving back to the family and like especially with the parents that are more right now. So
mm.
yeah, and about the feedback today is that something that I just learned today is that is that discipline is like more important than like talent and more important than motivation and that
100%,
yeah
100%, right?
like
Discipline is the most important thing you need. And once
yeah
we learn how to master discipline, it's hard, right? Not life is going to be hard regardless, but if we can go through life learning discipline and becoming a disciplined person, the way I kind of see it, I know you guys might be religious growing up in a Polynesian family, but we live this life to become more Christ-like, right? What did Jesus teach us every single day? He taught us discipline. He woke up before the sun rose and he prayed to his Father every single day, right? He'll go in a separate room and he'll pray. Jesus taught us discipline at the beginnings of his life. So if we want to live that God living or that God-driven purpose that we are out for, we need to start living like Christ as well, right? Wake up before the sun rises, pray before the sun rises. Thank God for another good day. Thank God for his God-driven purpose. Because if we just follow the footprints of Jesus, he set out the blueprint for us, right? What it's like to be a who we should role model or look up to is Jesus, right? The life he lived, he always served, he always give back. He was able to do that because he had a powerful message behind him, right? If we followed that every single day, it's going to come with discipline, it's going to come with standards, and it's going to come with identity as well. So live a life just like Jesus Christ. Amen. 100%. Amen. I mean, I know you guys are waiting for the winner for the $100. So the winner is gonna go to Tonga and C, just because I know you guys are gonna put it to good use. Seven, I'm gonna give you $50, bro, just for joining the session and jumping on. But Tonga, C, message me on IG. I'll be able to send that one through to you guys. Seven, message me as well, and I'll send that $50 to you as well, bro. And I'll be keen to run these up more, but I just want to appreciate you guys for jumping on and show my love and support back to you guys. I'll give back, $100 for just joining this free live masterclass, right? Giving you some insights about everything. Seven, bro, I'm gonna give you $50 for some food. You know what I mean? And for C, I appreciate you reaching out about that, the controversial or the backlash in a sense. And I'll give you guys $100 each, and seven, I'll give you $50, bro, just for food, and we can run it up. But message me on Insta, guys. I'll send that all through to you guys, and then maybe even post it on your stories, and then I can kind of shout you guys out as well, and then show the love around. Sound good, guys? Sound like
Yup, yup.
I bet, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. God bless. It was good talking to you. Just message me on Insta, and I'll get that over to you guys. God bless.